Hey, this is Wargamer Shawn, and I'm here with my son here. You know, wave? Wave. Oh, okay. Hi. Hi. No. Hi. Okay, he's going to help me review part 4 of the Wrath of Magnus here. And we're going to start with the stuff for Thousand Suns. It's pretty exciting, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. He's very excited about Thousand Suns, right? Right? Yeah. Probably not really. So we're going to do Armon. He's first, and he's 230 points. And he is weapon skill 5, and strength and toughness 4, and 3 wounds, initiative 5, attacks 3, leadership 10, 3+ save. Ooh, excuse me. That was gross, huh? Yeah. Did you burp or was it me? So he has an Aura of Dark Glory, but because he's got the Mark of Tzeentch, he gets to have a 4+ invulnerable save, which is cool. He's got Frag and Crack Grenades, Inferno Bolt Pistol, which is AP 3, Strength 4. And he's Fearless, Champion of Chaos, independent character, Mark of Tzeentch, level 4 Psyker, Veterans of the Long War, Master Deception is his Warlord trait, so he still gets to infiltrate D3 units. He's a Master of the Rubrique, so if you take him, all of the Rubric Marines are troops instead of elites, just like before. He can take Biomancy, Demonology, Malefic, Divination, Ectomancy, Geomortis, Heretic, Pyromancy, Sinisterum, Telekinesis, Telepathy, Tzeentch disciplines. You can take a Disc of Tzeentch for 30 points, so you can float around and be a jet bike. And then he has a Black Staff of Armon, which is +2 strength, AP 4, melee 4. So it used to be concussive. They changed that. It's not concussive anymore. It's just melee force. However, this is where it's cool. It's really cool. You ready for this? It's pretty exciting. It's very exciting. It allows Armon to attempt to manifest the same witch power up to 3 times per psychic phase. So if he gets a really nice witch fire power, he can fire the same one 3 times, and that's not usually allowed. So that's pretty cool. If he gets a D shot, although he can't take the Tzeentch power. Sorry, but if he got Psychic Shriek per se, oh yeah, he could have it. Psychic Shriek would be pretty awesome. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty cool. A lot of people complain about his points. I don't know. I'll still play him because I like him, and now that he can take a disc, he's got more versatility because he's a jet bike, so he could ride with bikes or exalted sorcerers who can also be on discs of Tzeentch, and so he could have a pack of sorcerers running around. You know, not bad. The next one, our next HQ is 160 points. It's an Exalted Sorcerer of Tzeentch. Weapon skill 5, Strength Toughness 4, 3 wounds, Initiative 5, Attacks 3, Leadership 10, Save 3+. So basically, it's the same as Armon's stats. However, it's a level 2 Psyker, Mark of Tzeentch, Veterans of the Long War, Fearless, independent character, Champions of Chaos. He has a Inferno Bolt Pistol, Force Stave, and then Crack Grenades, Frag Grenade, Aura of Dark Glory. But because of Mark of Tzeentch, it's a 4+. You looking for something? Something's more important, right? Anyway, I can take Biomancy, Divination, Demonology, Malefic, Ectomancy, Geomortis, Heretic, Pyromancy, Sinisterum, Telekinesis, Telepathy, Tzeentch disciplines. Lord of Silver Tower, once per battle, and instead of firing normally, it can use Cuirassing Beam, which is Strength 9, AP 2, Heavy 1, Blast, Lance, 1 use only. It helps if he's on the disc because then it doesn't matter that it's heavy and it's blast. It's got unlimited range, Strength 9, AP 2. That's pretty cool. It's going to blow up some vehicles, huh? Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. You like to blow up vehicles? Yeah. Who do you think would win, Luke Skywalker or Exalted Sorcerer?
I don't know.
Probably Luke Skywalker, maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? Depends how powerful they are. You can make him level 3 for 25 points, so then he becomes 185 points. And he can take a disc for 30 points. So if you make him level 3, which is 185 points, plus another 30, then he becomes 115 points, or sorry, 215 points. Still not as much as Armon, but then he's level 3 versus level 4. I think they're pretty cool. You can still take a regular sorcerer out of the Chaos Space Marine book, and it's cheaper. He's not fearless. He's got 2 wounds, and weapon skill is 5, but ballistic is only 4, and 2 wounds, and initiative 4, I believe.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, what?
Wait, don't those, like, sorcerers have, like, spells?
They do. Very good.
But if the spell hit at the lightsaber, would it go right back to the person?
It might. I mean, who knows?
Or maybe it would, like, kind of damage the lightsaber.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Would it damage the lightsaber? What power is a lightsaber?
Light.
Well, that's kyber crystals. But yeah, kind of light. Yeah. All right. So, let's take a look here quick. Sorcerer. Yeah, weapon skill 5, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 4, 2 wounds, initiative 4, attacks 2, leadership 10, 3 plus save. Now the good thing with the sorcerer is it's got a bolt pistol, which isn't as good because it's not AP3, but it has any force weapon, so you can take a force axe if you want to, which is kind of nice because unfortunately the exalted sorcerers in Armon don't get that. They take the staff. That's all they get. For 60 points, it's a level 1 Psyker. You can make him for 25 points more, so 85 points, a level 2 Psyker, and you can make him up to, you can make him up to level 3 if you want to for another 25 points. You can take Mark, excuse me, you have to take a Mark of Chaos because you have to make him Tzeentch if you want to be part of it. And then I think he gets Veterans of the Long War for free if he joins the detachment. So, you still can take the Sorcerer. So those are the HQ choices. Next we go to the troops, and that is the Zangors. Those are like little kind of bird beasts, aren't they? They come with 2 close combat weapons. Their weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 3, strength 3, toughness 4, wounds 1, initiative 3, attacks 1, leadership 7, and a 6 plus save, but they have Mark of Tzeentch, so they have a 6 plus invuln. Now, they have 2 close combat weapons, so they're going to have 2 attacks anyway, because of 2 close combat weapons. For 10 Zangors, it's 70 points. Now, if you want to give them an auto pistol and chainsword, which in my opinion, you should, for the most part, I think it's worth it, because they still have 2 close combat weapons and they've got shooting attack. It's 1 point, so it's 80 points for the 10. You can take 10 points to take a Twist Bray, which is like a sergeant. The only thing better about him is leadership 8, and he's got 2 attack space. I don't think he's worth the 10 points in my opinion. These guys are relic hunters, so if anybody has like a relic or upgraded like a special like relic weapon or war gear that they're taking, like, you know, the lucky stick for orcs, they get to re-roll all failed to roll hits in close combat against an enemy that's equipped with that. That's kind of a neat little thing. I mean, it's a neat little thing. It's not game breaking. I mean, they're strength 3. They're like cheap cultists, although I think they're honestly better than cultists because they got a better save, and they got toughness 4, which is nice. So that is the only troop. Now, obviously, if you run Armon or a sorcerer, let me see. The exalted sorcerers don't turn rubric marines into troops, so only the sorcerers with Mark of Tzeentch and Armon make rubric marines troop choices. So 5 of them are 150 points. They're have an aspiring sorcerer and 4 rubric marines. Weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength toughness 4, wounds 1, initiative 4. I think they went up in initiative. I think they were only initiative 3 before. Maybe that was plague marines. Attacks 1, leadership 10, and 3 plus save, but they have the Aura of Dark Lords. They have a 4-up invuln. let's, before I misspeak here, let's check to see what Rubric Marines were before. Rubric Marines. Thousand Suns. They're called Thousand Suns before. 150 points, so the same 23 points. They were Initiative 4 last time. Aspiring Sorcerer has 2 attacks. They are Fearless, Mark of Tzeentch. Aspiring Sorcerer is level 1 Sorcerer. They're also on Purposeful. They have Force Stave, so unfortunately you can't give them a Force Axe anymore, which is crappy. You used to have any Force weapon, but now it's the Force Stave. Or of Dark Glory, Infernal Bolt Gun, Infernal Bolt Pistol. Sorcerers have to generate powers from Tzeentch. They don't get any choice. That's what they generate from. You can have more models for 23 points a model, which is the same price as they were before. They didn't go down. You can replace the Infernal Bolt Gun with Warp Flamers for 7 points a model. The Warp Flamers are nice, but 7 points a model, geez, that's 30 points. Yikes, that's expensive. I may make some models like that. You doing faces there? It looks nice. But I don't know if it's really worth it. The Aspiring Sorcerer can replace his Bolt Pistol with a Warp Flame Pistol. So it's a Strength 3 Flamer with AP 4 with Warp Flame for 5 points. That might be worth it. The Aspiring Sorcerer can take a Gift of Mutation for 10 points. The unit can take a Rhino. You can take an Icon of Flame for 15 points. Every 10 models, one Rubric Marine can take a Soul Reaper Cannon instead of the bolt gun that they have. Now, the nice thing about the Soul Reaper Cannon is let's look it up because I want to make sure. It's 24-inch range, Strength 5 AP 3, so it's automatically AP 3, and it's Strength 5. Heavy 4 Rending. So it's Rending, you have a chance of AP 2, and Heavy 4. That's nice. I mean, it's 25 points, unfortunately, and then plus you're investing a bunch of points to make a 10-man unit. I don't know how often I'll do it. I'm sure I will build it and make it because I like Thousand Suns and I want to have it, but I don't know how useful it's honestly going to be. The next unit is the Scarab Occult Terminators, and they're new. For a 4-man Terminators and 1 Scarab Occult Sorcerer, it's 250 points. You can do 5 more for 40 points apiece. They have Infernal Combi Bolters, so they're Combi Bolters that are AP 3, which is cool, twin-linked. They have a Power Sword. That's all they can get. Really sucks that they only have Power Swords and they can't get any other power weapons. Really irritating. Terminator Armor, the Scarab Occult Sorcerer has an Infernal Combi Bolter and a Force Stave, and that's all he can take. The Psyker can take powers from Biomancy, Malefic, Divination, Ectomancy, Geomortis, Heretic, Pyromancy, Sinistrum, Telekinesis, Telepathy, and Tzeentch. He's a level 2 Sorcerer, so he's a little better. He's got Veterans of the Long War, Mark of Tzeentch, and Fearless. So that's cool. They get 1 in every 5 models can replace their Combi Bolter for a Heavy Warp Flamer for 15 points or a Soul Reaper Cannon for 30 points. I think that would serve them both well too. The other thing is they can, for every 5 models in the unit, 1 Scarab Occult Terminator may take a Hellfire Missile Rack, which is a 2-shot Strength 8 AP 3 missile basically on their back. So it's kind of like the missile launchers for Terminators. The Sorcerer can take a Gift of Mutation for 10 points. It can take a Power Sword instead of the Combi Bolter for 5 points. Honestly, why? I mean, yes, it's AP 3, but no, I don't see that happening. They modeled it like that, but I don't see that happening. You want to get down? You done? You bored? Okay. Alright. So, the next and final one is the Magnus the Red, who is a Lord of War for 650 points.
I think there might be someone else.
Sorry about that little break. So Magnus, that's the piece de resistance. He is the first demon Primarch, or Primarch for any matter, that's come back in Warhammer 40k, which is awesome. I'm glad it was him that was first. 650 points is kind of expensive. He's weapon skill 7, strength 8, toughness 7, wounds 7, initiative 7, attack 6, leadership 10, save 4+. He's a flying monstrous creature character. He has adamantium will, demon of Tzeentch, deep strike, eternal warrior, fearless, fleet, it will not die, psyker mastery level 5, veterans of the long war. Omniscient Eye, Magnus has line of sight to every unit on the battlefield when determining targets for psychic power. So he can, doesn't matter where he's at, he's got line of sight to everybody. Unearthly powers, Magnus harnesses the warp charge on a 2+ when attempting to manifest psychic powers. 2+, that's pretty amazing. He's got the Lord of Flux warlord trait, and Magnus knows the gaze of Magnus, as well as all the Tzeentch and change powers. So, he just knows the Tzeentch and change power, doesn't get to know anything else. He has Crown of the Crimson King, which is a 4+ invulnerable save that never suffers perils of the warp. So he can't ever suffer perils of the warp. Kind of makes sense, being Tzeentch. He has a Blade of Magnus, which is strength of the user, so strength 8, AP 2, melee force, soul blaze, transmogrify, so it's instant death, and on a 6, it can, if it kills the thing, it can change it into a warp spawn. So there's a good chance that Magnus is going to generate some warp spawn when he kills things. Now, you know, honestly, here's the thing. You know, he's 650 points, which some people that don't play him will be like, well, he needs to be more expensive. He's a Primarch. People that play him or maybe won't play him say he's too expensive. I don't know. I think time will tell as far as games played. He's really good, but remember, if you're playing against him, he's... Oh, 1 second. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry for all the interruptions. So, as far as playing against Magnus, because he's only a flying monstrous creature, so he's not a gargantuan creature, anything can D him out pretty easy, as well as, I mean, he's got 7 wounds, so if you get the D6 plus 6 wounds, he's dead. I mean, he's dead. If you get the 2 through 5, he's probably not, but unless he makes his invuln save. But the 6, if you roll a 6, you don't get an invuln save, so he's gonna die. So D can still kill him in one shot. The other thing is he can get stomped because he's only a monstrous creature. He's not gargantuan. He can get stomped by a knight or a wraith knight and get instant killed on a roll of a 6. So you know, it makes for 650 points, which is a big chunk of your army. He's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. He's good. He manifests on a 2-up. He's got a D shot. He's no puss, but me, if I was playing him, I'd be really careful getting him into close combat situations where he could get killed pretty easily. And he's only got a 4-up save. And that's meaning half the time you're going to save. So, I think the best way to play him if you're playing him is keep him in the air to try to buff people around him and shoot things. Honestly, I don't think his job is to be on the ground. His job is to be, flying around and shooting things. I mean, he can only get Tzeentch and change powers. He doesn't have access to the other ones. So, I think he's good. I think time will tell, but I think for 650 points, I think he should have been a gargantuan creature. I think that would have been a little bit more for his point cost. Would have been a little bit more fair. I still think he'd be easy enough to defeat and easy enough to kill, but I don't know. Like with him having the risk of getting D'd out or stomped, I just don't like the idea of that. I mean, I guess if you're playing D, the full rules, even if he's a gargantuan creature, he could still get D'd out with D6 plus 6 wounds. I mean, he will. But I guess I just don't like the idea of him being able to get stumped, especially since, and I did just put him together tonight. I'm priming him right now with his armor separate, like the video, the Warhammer video that has a painting guide suggests. I'm painting the armor silver and or priming it silver and then doing black for Magnus, but I'll show you guys that in a different video. But yeah, I think he's very killable. He's very good too, but 650 points is a big chunk of your army, and he's not somebody that can just do everything. He's really more of a shooty and buff guy. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll do another video here that goes through the different formations and Decurion and that sort of thing, and then I'll probably do a final thoughts video. But hopefully you're enjoying the series. I'm sorry this one went a little long, but I just figured I'd do all the units for Thousand Suns in one video. All right, take care. Keep on wargaming, guys.
Goodbye, you sexy motherfucker.